can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, yeah. Car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip.
All right, Coach. 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Check, 59. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Set. Mike 59.
first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Okay, ready? Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Whip. Watch the whip.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton being chased out left. Cooper's got him. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 30.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 26. Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. This is Elliott. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up,
Alert!
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Brown 80.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Alert.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Deuce.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to Hilton. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone, we got 4 down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Campbell making the catch. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Allen. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Mack, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it to Hilton. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. That's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. gets a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
On first down, Allen. It's caught by Funchess. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Sponge. No.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw, Newton. Dancing to his left. Looking deep. He's got a man. Complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. to throw again. Newton. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it'll be third down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tight.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air, Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Mack. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Allen. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry from Mack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it going.
They'll go again here with Mack. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 23. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Looking to run with Mack, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
I mean, it really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working. That means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. On the crossing route, complete. It's Campbell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He may try and run for this. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key 3rd down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
The tackle there by George Odom. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 31, Colts 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Allen caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Allen now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check.
56.
And again, it's Allen. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Check three. Alert.
Allen off the play fake. Left side, Doyle with it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Allen's throw is complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throw left side complete. It's Hines. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Hey, home.
Slam.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to go down again. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Stop your body.
8.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now it's Newton. Flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll have it passed to the 40 before being taken down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred.